We're feeling a little tiny bit under the weather this morning, so I'm just about to make a juice for us so that we can have some vitamins. And these plants majorly need to be cleaned out of their containers. I don't know if you can see, but ugh. I'm gonna use this time to transform this space. I'm gonna see what fruits we have that would be good for a juice. It's celery, carrots, kale, cucumbers. I have apples, lemons, some oranges, lots of stuff. And I forgot the ginger. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna mix this all together. I kind of want to make a few different types of juices, so I think I'm gonna do like a green one with the kale, cucumber, and then I might make like a citrusy one that's just lemon, ginger, like a zinger one. I don't really have plans, but I'm just gonna get started and make some juice. So let me turn you around. You know those days when you just feel icky? That's kind of what's happening over here. And Michael has actually had like a cold, sore throat thing for a few days now. And he's taken a COVID test every day and he's negative. And I took one with him today and I'm negative too, but I don't know, I think we just have something else. So I don't know if ginger is gonna help, but it can't hurt. Milo is currently with his nanny being fed, and I have to pump. That reminds me. I'm not doing a good job here, but whenever I cut lemons like this for juices, I always try to just cut off the yellow, but to leave the like white pith on it, because I hear that's actually good for you to juice. So I'm trying to leave it on, but this knife is sharding it off. I'm putting my breast pumps in before I start so that I can multitask here. Double action happening over here. Juice number 2. We're gonna have these for a few days. We'll keep them in the fridge. I'm just gonna taste this one because I was the most excited about the immune vitamin C one. Wow. Ooh. All right, we're being very resourceful over here. Milo's nanny took all the pulp from the juicer and she mixed in gluten-free flour, baking soda, salt, cinnamon, honey, and I think that's it. And we're making these little donuts. I'm first just gonna store the milk that I pumped this morning and the milk that I pumped last night. Wow. Yeah, so this last night I had a large supply. I put it in this silicone bag inside this cooler, which was filled with ice and an ice pack. It's time to store it in my freezer bags so that it can last in the freezer. I shared it on Instagram and I plan to make a longer video about the process once I know the process a little bit more, but I've decided to donate at least 100 ounces of my breast milk to the New York Milk Bank, and it will be going directly to NICU babies whose moms either don't have a milk supply or don't have an adequate milk supply for them. I didn't really know what it looked like or meant to have an oversupply. I just heard people like use the word oversupply. My freezer was just like getting completely overtaken by my milk storage bags. I keep the milk for 4 days in the fridge, and then if it's not used, I keep it up here. This is all milk within the past 4 days. If it's not used within 4 days, I transfer it down into the freezer, and I have this top section. It's kind of in date order. in the top section, and the bottom section is such a mess. I'm like embarrassed to even show you, but there's so much more down here, just kind of tucked into every crevice. Every time the nanny's here and we take milk from there and give it to him, I have to pump new milk and I add back to the stash. And the truth is, Milo is a healthy weight. He doesn't need all of this. I know that a lot of people like to keep their stash for once they stop breastfeeding so that they can keep giving the baby breast milk for as long as possible. And I obviously do want to do that, but I still feel like I will have enough of a stash to keep giving it to him once I stop breastfeeding. And at this point I don't have a plan of when I'm stopping, so like I need to make room in my freezer. And I'm really excited to help these NICU babies. I have heard from a lot of moms who follow me on Instagram that their baby was a NICU baby and relied on donated milk in the first, few days of their lives. So I'm really excited about the process. So far I applied via the New York Milk Bank. In case anyone's curious, I will make a whole video, but just to give you the background. So the first thing I did was I called the New York Milk Bank and I did a little verbal interview. They asked me a few questions to see if I was a good candidate for a milk donation. Questions about my health history, questions about my baby's health, questions about vitamins and supplements I take or medications, and turns out I'm a perfect candidate to donate breast milk. Then they send you the same questions in a form and you have to fill it all out in a form and send it back digitally. And now my next step is they have to contact my doctor, my provider, and Milo's provider to confirm with their records that I'm okay to be donating this milk, which is happening now. And the next step is they're gonna set up a blood test for me and they have to test my blood, and I don't know what they're looking for, but your blood has to be cleared. And then the last step is they're gonna send me a box, like a freezer box, and give me all directions and tell me how to pack my frozen milk up, and then it's gonna go off to the NICU. I shared that on my Instagram, and a lot of people have reached out so far saying, I really want to donate my milk, but I don't know how to do this. Can you walk us through the steps? So I will absolutely walk you through the steps. 3:29 at 11 p.m. 3:29 at 11 p.m. 4 ounces. And now I also pumped oversupply this morning, so here's an extra 1.5 ounces, but I'm concerned this has been sitting out for too long. So here's what I do. Sometimes when I accidentally leave my milk out for longer than 4 hours, which is, the point at which it's not safe to eat anymore, I put it in this little mason jar. I'm starting a new one today. And I just cap it and put it in the fridge, and then when it's bath time, I dump this in the bath. Now, what I have to do is wash this, and I just take this little silicone cleaner and hot water and some Castile soap. Rinse this quickly. I do sterilize these / run them through the dishwasher a couple times a week, but mostly between uses I just do a little hand wash with hot water and Castile soap. Surprisingly, I love washing my pump. So I'm snapping it on over here. Click, click, on, release the boobs. And as you can see, I have my breast pads in because otherwise I leak. As you can see, my boobs are the best they've ever been in their whole lives. In, and start. There it goes.
Whoa. Wait, hold on.
Oh yeah, so
Wait.
when you store your milk in the fridge, it separates, the fat separates out.
Whoa.
So this is all the I don't know if it's the nutrients, but breast milk is mostly water.
Wait, this is so fascinating.
You can really see it in these bags when I store them sideways. The fat floats to the top. So before I put it in the freezer, I shake it up to mix that fat layer in with the liquidy part. And the best way to store them is flat. A lot of people have given me the hack of putting them on a cookie tray to keep them super flat, so then they store really easy, and then it's easiest to keep as much as possible in your freezer / I can then donate more at once because more of it will fit in the box. But unfortunately, I don't have room in my freezer for a cookie sheet. And I'm just gonna shift this road down and put these just straight up for now, and then once they are hardened, I will make them diagonal. We're learning every day. Oh, I ice cream. And we can check on what's happening in here, because I'm sure it looks fascinating. Is milk coming out?
Yeah. It's so nuts.
I literally love sharing this because I feel like I've never seen that view of a breast pump before.
Same.
Like, and then when I saw it for myself the first time, I was like, I have to share this with people. I feel like no one knows what it looks like in there. All right, I'll let you know when I'm done. I need water. Cheers. Oops, I'm so sorry. The camera.
Yeah, that was so intense.
It was so intense. You hear Milo? He's trying to nap, but he's struggling. Michael made me oatmeal. Frozen fruit inside.
I always find it weird that you put frozen fruit.
You know why I put frozen blueberries.
Well, duh. I'm scared to eat blueberries ever since you posted that.
In case someone doesn't know what I'm talking about, I have now twice found a live worm in a blueberry.
And apparently she doesn't find them in frozen blueberries.
They're not there. Or they're dead and frozen solid like this and you can't see them.
What's our plan today?
Our plan today, we just have so much to shoot. Okay. Hi YouTube. Welcome to my vlog. I've been wanting to do a life update, general work update vlog for a while now because I just feel like I haven't given you guys, the background information about where I'm at in life right now. I mean, you know that I'm a new mom. You know that I'm coming back from my maternity leave. I've hired new people and I'm building out my team because I came back from maternity leave. We have our nanny. She's here right now. Her name's also Lucie, spelled Lucie. She's here 3 days a week with us. And, oh wait, you might want to get a close-up of this.
Pause for coffee.
Pause
Always.
for coffee pour. And we're back. So as I was saying, we have our nanny here 3 days a week.
Pause.
Yeah.
Want to make me coffee?
Do you want it in my new iridescent tumbler?
I would love it.
Coming soon to a Lucie Fink shop near you. But in all seriousness, I'm going to be selling these soon, so please stay tuned. We have our nanny 3 days a week, and she's amazing, and Milo loves her, and we love her. And I chose to do a 3-day-a-week child's care because I thought that I would want to just ease back in to being a working person post having a baby. Turns out, I just feel like 3 days isn't enough. And do you want oat milk or almond milk?
Almond to that.
I just have so many things that I want to do business-wise that, require more than 3 days of work. So, I'm figuring out how to deal with that and just maybe be more efficient in my work days. I'm not sure. Here's your coffee.
Thank you so much.
I'm hiring a new virtual assistant because my old one, who I loved, is no longer available. I'm also hiring a team of people to basically help me with my online shop, which is coming soon, where I'm going to be selling digital products like my courses, master classes, and content offerings. And then also I'm going to be doing some capsule collections and collaborations and selling some physical items. As well as I'm just really leaning into content, and TikTok has been really taking off for me. I don't know if anyone out there who's watching on YouTube is like exclusively a YouTube viewer, but I would highly recommend getting on TikTok and watching TikToks because they're not all stupid. They're not all what you think they are. It's just like YouTube where there's like niche TikTokers that make content in specific categories. There's lifestyle content, there's vlog content. For a creator, I think TikTok is just like the place to be right now because it has an insane algorithm that helps you get in front of new people as opposed to an app like Instagram that mostly just shows your content to people who are already following you. Motherhood related, I am feeling in my prime. I'm feeling like in my element of life right now.
I would have to agree.
You would have to agree?
Yeah, 1,000%.
I just feel like...
I feel like you're your best you.
I do too. I feel so capable every single day, specifically on the days when Nanny's not here and I'm taking care of Milo. After a day like that, I can't even express how I feel like a superhero. I'm just like, how did I I question all the time, how did I learn how to do all that I'm doing? I genuinely don't know. It just like all happened slowly, but I'm gonna eat this oatmeal because I'm starving. But later today, I'm going over to Laura's apartment. Laura's behind the camera, Lucie Fink Media employee numero uno. And I'm gonna be doing some work from her office, and I'll turn the vlog on there again and we'll chat because I've got more updates. Bye.
Cheers.
Cheers to a great work day. We have a lot to film. Char? Is it you? Char?
Thanks.
Hi, Char. It's us. Are you okay? Get away yourself. Oh no. Are you alright? She's got a brain damage. All right, we're at Laura's apartment, and I said I was gonna vlog. The truth is, I don't have anything else to say. Except, I do. I forgot. I have more dance videos coming to my YouTube channel. I feel like I could give you like some more postpartum updates if you're interested. Are you interested? Look how beautiful Laura's wallpaper is behind me.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's peel and stick wallpaper, and we had a few samples on the wall that we were choosing from, and we both chose this one. We had a few samples. Okay, I actually think this is a good time to introduce Laura Gail Shapiro. Laura is currently an employee of Lucie Fink Media. She is a content manager, producer, creator, and I first discovered her. We first discovered each other back when I worked. Oh, I still have like AirPods in. I'm sorry. This is
So do
rude.
I.
It seems like we're on another call while we're shooting this YouTube video, but I just live with my AirPods in.
I have mine in too. Let's
It's
take them out.
Okay, we'll take them out. Wow, I was
funky.
screaming. Laura reached out to me back when I worked at Refinery 29, and she worked for 17 magazine. She reached out to me just to get coffee, just to kind of talk and like introduce herself to me. And
Pause.
yeah.
I was slightly obsessed with you and all your shows on YouTube.
Now, Laura works for me. She also works for a few other influencers. She helps source brand deals. She helps create content. She helps shoot, edit, produce. We love Laura. And whenever I say my content manager, she's who I'm talking about. I think we decided that's your job title.
Yeah, we never even discussed that, but I love my
Yeah,
title.
it's a great title. You can call yourself whatever you want.
Okay.
Charlie is also on the Lucie Fink Media team. This is her new-ish golden doodle.
She's 5 months old.
Charlie girl. Life update is that Laura works for me. She has since my honeymoon, which was in 2019, so this is not a life update. The other update I was gonna share, I was just gonna share postpartum stuff, which is basically just that I'm feeling good. Emotionally, I'm feeling really good. Physically, I'm feeling really good. I'm still breastfeeding, and the last thing I'll say is that I'm just ravenous all the time. I heard from someone that, I don't know if this is true, but I once heard that each time you nurse and or pump, you burn 500 calories. I've been having pretty much 2 dinners every night. I'm eating more food than Michael, who's 6'5". So if anyone has any delicious, rich, dense smoothie recipes, drop them below because I need that. Anyway, thanks for coming to our TED Talk, and we'll see you on YouTube next time.
Also, I was gonna add in, I feel like you spoke so highly of me. I wanted to like speak to the world. Oh my god, I could literally cry. You're the best friend and mentor and boss and partner in crime, and you're just like the most creative, loving human, and I am so blessed to have you in my life, not only as my work wife, but also like my BFF. Also, I will be at Lucie Fink Media until I'm 101 years old and in my grave, and even then I will still be at Lucie Fink Media. It will be on my tombstone.
Your tombstone will say.
Mother, wife, and dedicated employee of Lucie Fink Media.
Another life update is that Laura tells me that I use the word obsessed a little too much. The truth is I'm obsessed with a lot of things. So it's hard because that's the word that comes to mind, but maybe I'll start saying infatuated with, enamored by, in love with, completely taken by. All right, we love you. Bye, YouTube.
You are literally so sensual with that camera.
Bye.